know it's a word that you heard of before, but you never actually got a good description for them.
I lived out in the wild, so I'm pretty sure if Kinder are here, I've been in the perfect place to run into one.
You probably met one before. There's no denying that the physical similarities between the one you saw and this one, but it's hard to say. They all look.
Well, it's hard to say because it could be a halfling, it could be a hobbit, it could be any of the other breeds of the half-breed halflings.
It definitely could. So it's really hard to say.
But the fidgeting makes me really happy that my shield bites and my weapons come back to my body. And I'm just going to whisper to Liberty Prime to make sure that all his pieces stay with him. I don't think I'm going to bother telling Cole anything. Because he was giving that usual smug, I know everything that's going on look, so I'm just going to figure he knows what he's talking about and go on. You always have it, man.
I do not. I seriously do not.
What's with the dagger?
The shadow sword that he has. Forgot about it. Sitting there in my files while I was looking for this picture just now. All right.
Well, I don't whisper it, so if your perception check is over 15, you probably hear me.
All right, perception check.
As we go out.
You guys are pulled together and eventually brought over to where the entrance to the sewer is. As you guys gradually make your way there, he tells you that, I don't... Okay, well, I have
hopefully
the
there wasn't
key.
Fire Forge.
Where's the whole... Somewhere. You guys
Wait a minute, I didn't get your name. What was his name?
Finnegan.
Finicky
Yes.
Finnegan.
He pulls out a piece of paper and says, "Yes, it's Finnegan." Finnegan.
You're Finnegan.
Finnegan.
Were you fat?
He didn't really catch it, and like a couple of seconds later, says, "Oh,
does he have a top knotted apron?"
Also, out of game, what sword is this in chat?
That's your sword, the shadow one.
Oh, Black Gale.
Yes. As you look at the main sewer entrance, it does look more like a crypt than you would expect. Mind you, that was essentially what you were told from the beginning. He holds a very fancy-looking key, and as you guys look upon the door, there is no visible keyhole.
Do you know why there's werebear down here?
Werebear? No, I don't know.
Is it causing problems?
None that I'm aware of.
Because I know we're being sent down here to deal with it. And I'm just curious, because usually werebears are the most of the were creatures. So it's unusual you get sent to hunt around one of them. But work. Like I just shrugs.
He pulls out the piece of paper.
I swear, that thing turns into a keyblade.
He pulls out the piece of paper and takes a look through it. As he reads through the information, he says, it says to find it, to get it out of the sewer. Doesn't really have to say we have to kill him. Keeps looking through it. That seems to be about it. I'm supposed to just show you around.
Okay, lead the way, Finnegan.
Maybe I can tame it.
Really?
I have wargs. Wargs are supposed to be hard to tame, and I tamed 4 of them.
But you have a magic shield.
And?
It kind of.
How is that an argument for me to not do it?
Don't know.
My guy smacks him upside the head. You ain't supposed to blurt stuff out about people. One of these days, you're going to say stuff like this in front of the wrong person, and I'm going to kill you. Keep that in memory for the game that happened last week that happens in the future.
I remember.
As you guys look upon the big, magnificent door, this is what you're looking
at. Are we going to Outworld? This is awesome.
I'd say that is a really awesome door.
Is there green light coming from it?
It's red.
We won't have to use transmutation circles anymore.
Yes.
So you guys are looking at the door, and he's trying to find his keyhole, but he can't seem to figure it out. What do you guys want to do?
I'm
I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to see what Sam has to say about this.
I'm going to give a.
This looks like it's up your area, man. And everybody else just hears me mumble unless you get a really high, because the guy is no longer blurting everything out.
Out loud,
Nope.
you guys hear Sam reply. Actus code 013759.
Huh? Does that what happens?
You hear it click. Not totally sure where you heard it from.
Found it!
Eventually
Goes and tries to open the door.
begins to look around. And he says, "How am I supposed to get up there?" As you guys look up, and at the very top of the door, there's a very small keyhole. But the door is somewhere around 10 stories up.
Did you open it, or did you just make the keyhole visible, Sam?
He says, "All I could do was make the keyhole visible."
All right.
So we need to get.
My guy is going to ask the other guy for the key, and is going to make claw hands so he can have advantage on climb checks or make it easier to scale to climb up.
Finnegan looks around. It's kind of like, not totally sure we should give you the key, but then gives you the key. Says, "All right."
Thank you.
I offer to use catapult on him to get him up higher to the head start.
My guy starts climbing. I've already got the key.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your athletics check. If you succeed once, you're up there.
I have advantage because of the claws, right?
Yes, you do. A 15 will succeed as you make your way up. As you get up there and stick the key in the hole, door begins to open.
And I jump down. I use my ability to shift wings, and I glide down by the side of them.
Finnegan says, "Do you have
my rings roll up, and I hand him back the key."
All right. He puts the key back in his pocket. Says,
"Probably giving me really weird looks right now."
No, he is in awe of what's going on. This is extremely interesting to him.
I know he's a Kender. Do it. Nah, he isn't asking a lot of questions, so maybe he's 1/4 Kender.
That will explain the hyperness.
Can I plot down the quick map?
Does he have a top knot?
Take a closer look at the image. Go with that.
Where's it at?
The image. Probably underneath all the maps I'm putting down. There you go.
No, it's a ponytail, not a top knot.
There you go. There's Finnegan.
Okay, it's a ponytail, not a top knot, because it's coming out the back. It's not coming out the top of his head.
And you can definitely see the other one.
Oh, it's pigtails, because there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So is it a girl?
Finnegan keeps telling you his name's Finnegan, and that he's a boy.
And?
He doesn't clarify.
I once knew a Kender named Toadstool. I mean... It's not telling me anything. This is the weird world we live in.
Hey, Eric, you are 30 minutes late, man.
Sorry.
No problem. We're just doing a one-shot because it's the holidays, it's New Year's, people aren't really around. Just hop on and we'll get you in here.
You've been with us the whole time. You missed Santa Claus.
And the Pegasus.
I almost ate the Pegasus. We're following a Kender now, if that means anything to you.
I would have to Google.
We're following a Kender through the dark portal from Warcraft.
And while you log in, Eric, go ahead and roll D1000 when you get here.
Okay.
Okay, then.
I think I roll 846 a lot.
It's happened more than once.
Hey, Jimmy's finally going to be able to catch up with us in XP.
Maybe.
We'll just give him
let's
air XP
see.
this time. So he can catch up. He's like 3 levels behind. We'll give him air XP because this is an adventure that happened in the past.
As you enter the crypt and walk yourself in, you find On the other side, that someone is using the main entrance of the dungeon as a apartment.
That's a what?
As an
Okay.
apartment.
Huh.
By the way, we're looking for a werebear.
There seems to be clothes, equipment, what looks to be some leftover food. There's apparently a ferret running around.
Is this his home, or I thought they were making this place a home? It looks like they're making it into a shop.
Yeah.
Finnegan says, sorry, I forgot to clean up. And he starts like piling up his clothes and like getting his ferret back into their bedroom.
I knew it.
I'll
He's
be down
part
in a minute.
Kinder.
Yeah.
That one has Kinder blood in it. If anything goes missing, we know who did it.
All right.
My guy
you can
whispers
tell the
that.
bedroom is a little packed with various items and trinkets.
While the shopkeeper is cleaning up, I will climb out of a chest of drawers.
Okay. Jimmy, you know that Finnegan's actually a girl. Congratulations.
Wonderful. I'm gonna take the bra
I
off
called
my
it.
head.
Okay, as he takes a brawl off his head, I go, I called it.
I'm just gonna go. Okay.
Told you. Liberty Prime. Speak up, man. Snacks Liberty Prime in the back. I know you're a robot, but be more lively. Guy pulls out a thing of Fireball and starts sipping. Well, we're all just like standing here.
Down. All right, we're gonna do progress through the dungeon map by having you guys draw lines on the map instead of trying to move your tokens through it, because otherwise we're not gonna be able to fit this on here. So
Okay.
down a little more. Everything, including you guys.
All right. So where are we starting?
Bottom
How about
left.
only one of us move? The person in the lead move the characters, and we'll just all be together. Would that work? Do we need to move as separate units?
If
which
you
would be
want to use
easier.
separate units, you can. That's really. I'm not gonna try to stop you there.
I think we should move as a cohesive unit. There's no reason for
This
us
is
to
where you guys-
separate unless we get split up.
You head in and then you find that this is Finnegan's bedroom, and he's been using this as a living room.
Oh.
So how often does the thing cause problems? I mean, I should have expected to see you here, Jimmy. I mean, we're doing a job for a dwarf, and lo and behold, we find you again. Ironically, our excuse is we were doing this while you, Ray, and the others were doing the stuff in town. We completely bypassed, but you're in two places at once, man. You're weird. Congratulations. Make me look normal.
Well, sometimes I fall in a warp pipe and I just pop out random places.
Oh. Okay.
I guess that's what happens when you hop in the weird green you keep talking about. I've
Like,
never seen one.
You need a.
He eats a mushroom and then he says, there's a green pipe, and he jumps up in the air and they just vanishes.
At this point, Cole just assumes it's roguish thief stuff and doesn't question it.
I think it has something to do with the red hat.
Cole thinks so too, but he's just not asking.
Okay. So, what does the party do?
Well, we ain't going to go until she's done cleaning up her room because she's our guide. We fill in Jimmy in case he wasn't already filled in by the dwarf that we're guessing brought him here. This is a dwarves and halfling / Klender creatures are setting this up to be their new home, and there's a werebear causing problems down here, and they want us to deal with it.
Oh, I just thought of something insane. Kinder werebear.
Nah, we're going to feed you to the werebear. We've got the perfect bait. He's nice and big, and he's wearing a bearskin cloak, so he might be aggressive towards him.
What, me?
My guy whispers that, and unless you get a perception check of 15 or higher, you didn't hear it.
All right. Finnegan eventually walks back out of. We're gonna go with her. He's gonna continue telling you that he's a boy and his name is Finnegan, but it's clearly.
So you're a cross-dresser. Well, weirder things than a Kinder cross-dresser. As
Finnegan
my guy
says, "Wait, what?"
throws him back the brawl that was on top of his head. Plucks the brawl off.
She
the
says
dwarf's
in
head.
a clearly feminine, kind of squeaky voice, "Where did you get this?" And then
He
like
popped out of your drawers. Not
he
those.
walks up to the
those.
dwarf and like smacks him on the nose.
I don't judge. I just, like kind of twirl my magical girl wand.
Is that before or after you put on the necklace? I turned you into a dwarf female of varying stature. Don't you have both a necklace and a wand?
No, I don't have the necklace.
Oh, he has the. Who has the necklace then?
I think Ray has the necklace.
My guy's-
She
my
won
guy's
the
transvestite.
backup, and
So she has
shit
the.
happens.
Oh, Liberty Prime. Give him the ring.
Yeah, I was gonna offer. I was like, if
If you really want to switch,
if you really want to switch, I have this rig here. It'll completely magically change you 100%.
it doesn't work on him. It won't turn him into a fembot. We tried.
Gender robots are non-gender specific. Also, this is
Does she
Guys.
take the ring?
just leave him. Leave him so he can be this. That's what
Oh, so he gave it to Jack. I thought we were giving it to her.
What?
Nope.
So Jack turns into that
totally is.
with his magical girl wand. And we all just bust out laughing.
I just turn around and ignore.
I just point to him as she's probably sitting there blushing and going, nothing's going to surprise us.
All right. Jokes aside, let's get back to it. As you look into the sewers, passages are long and dark. In the distance, you hear the sound of water droplets echoing down the various corridors. Finnegan tells you that for the most part it's fairly safe, but once we get further in, as to where the werebears are, she's uncertain why they're here. And tells you that for the most part, Finnegan has not seen any of them. But from
Cole, stand behind me.
They have been here.
All right.
Because you can't see in the dark.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you stand in between me and Liberty Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And the dwarf can see in the dark too.
Finnegan
I think
says,
better than
"Wait,
Prime. So.
why can't you see
Yes,
in the
sir.
dark? You're not human."
I just can't.
He's a giant. And he's not the good kind.
Finnegan gives you his staff with a lantern on it. Here,
Thank
my
you.
Nicholas.
Thank you, much
I
appreciated.
have a lantern.
Mm-hmm. So I'm holding up the lantern so I can see.
For more or less.
Mhm.
Draw a line in the direction you wish to travel, and then we'll proceed from there.
We don't want Finnegan to get hurt, so Finnegan gets put on top of my shoulder. Just points the way.
He points you east.
And we go that way.
Alright, someone
Might
draw
as
a
well
line.
make this like one of our normal games. I mean, I run around with Jack on my shoulder all the time, so why not?
Why the heck not?
We're used to doing this.
As you begin heading down the corridor, you are met by a series of statues along your right side.
Do they look like bears?
Statues. One sec. I'm trying to post it now. They do, in fact, look like bears. But there's something different about them. If you take a closer look, they look like that.
Owlbears. I thought these were extinct. I heard about these. Seen a lot of wooden totems.
Finnegan says, "Well, they were man-made originally. It'd be weird if... Well, I'm sure someone can make them."
I'm gonna check if there's anything valuable on the statues, like gem eyes or anything weird like
Pearl claws, jade
Yeah.
muscles.
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
I'm doing a nature check
Or
to see
see
what
if
I
you can
know about owlbears.
Go right ahead.
Oh, dude, if you become a werebear, you'll have night vision.
Oh hey.
That's the best reason to get bitten by a werewolf or a were creature.
Kind of those are the only reason, really.
Well, the resistance for the werebear is pretty awesome, too.
Jimmy, you find a dagger.
In
Does
the
it have a
stack
bear's
goes.
head on it?
Pull the dagger from the statue.
Well, yeah,
as far as Cole knows, he knows the generic information about werebear. They're alchemically created creatures. Someone attempted to made a very powerful unit in the form of like they were trying to make orcs, but ended with an owlbear.
I understand. I know languages, so I'm going to tap in Thieves' Cant and warn Jimmy that this person is part Kinder. They keep the valuables close with my toenail.
Finnegan says, "I'm not part Kinder."
You're also not female.
Mm.
I
Cole
knew they
just-
were going to know it, but I just had to do it, man. Had to do it.
Gold, I just silently turn my head and just pretend.
You don't
like-
understand Thieves' Cant.
No, I heard her say out loud
Okay.
that last part. And I'm just like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to turn away and just look at whatever.
You don't even know what Kinder is, so you're still completely in the dark.
Yeah, but stuff is happening. Weird stuff. And I'm just going to I'm going to look at the other wall. Perception check to see what's on the other wall.
The other wall seems to depict a mural about not werebears, but owlbears. I almost said werebears. Various owlbears, and it looks like a gradual progression of like tiny owlbear to big owlbear, which seem to have actual wings.
My guy, when he walks far enough where I know he's not going to hear, I'm going to walk down and I'm going to tell him, hey, Jim, how persuasive can you be? Smacks Jim. Okay.
Relatively.
You need to convince Cole that it's part of his creature's culture to wrestle one of these things to the ground. That way he charges forward. Because I'm tired of holding him by the hand because he can't see in the dark. And it would be good for him to get bitten by something. He's too normal. He's going to die in this party. You know it. You can't hear us, man. You can't hear us.
All right. I'm gonna head back over and I'm gonna be like, Cole, I've heard that in your culture it's very prominent to have to fight a werebear as a sign of adulthood. Have
Finnegan
you done that
says,
yet?
"Yeah, I heard that too. It's totally something I heard."
Okay,
she says-
once
she
Kinder's
says
not
with this-
lying.
It's like with a smile on her face.
Okay, I'm going to do well, how do I check that they're not lying? Like perception?
Okay, well, who are you rolling against? And then it's insight.
Jimmy.
And we're
Okay.
giving him Jimmy advantage on his because we're verifying the story.
Okay, Jimmy's also deception, not persuasion.
Oh, okay.
You're-
Oh,
You have
that's-
advantage on
That's
it.
much better, I think.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
You've been critted. You've been critted. There's no.
You think you remember this from your childhood? Somebody talking about it. Probably somebody trying to do a snarp hunt thing on you.
Now remember, Cole, you have to do the ritual right, and I'm gonna hand him a flask of oil, and you have to pour that onto both yourself and the bear.
Finnegan also says that to do it, you fight him only with a dagger, and he says, "Give him the dagger you found."
I'm gonna hand him the dagger.
Okay, I
Receive the
take the dagger.
What's the name of the person? The short person we're with?
Finnegan. Well, you don't know her real name. She's been telling you her name's Finnegan.
All right. I asked Finnegan, by any chance, were you the ones who created the werebear owl things?
Does she look like she's big enough to create that kind of statue?
She says no. That she only moved in here like a week ago.
Or does V? What's that letter abbreviation they use for people now?
Jamil?
The letter that means either gender when people are being a Tumblr gender.
Cisgender? I'm not gonna talk bias about gender equality, but that's shit. Total freaking shit.
I know
Bunch of
too,
assholes.
but I mean, we have somebody here who speaks from the book of Reddit, so I had to come out, man.
Like I got no issue with you wanting to do what your thing is. But when you try to force a new word into the dictionary to be cisgendered, damn you.
I thought it was a letter. I was just trying to
Cisgendered
think of something
is
funny to say.
non-gendered specific.
There we go. I'm just going to say cis. Okay, cis. Cis for now.
There's one where you're both gendered, which I don't remember what exactly.
I don't understand any of them. I just thought it was funny.
And then there's the whole scientific wording of like where you have no gender by birth, which means you're infertile. You can't have kids, but you have no gender one way or the other. So there's a thing for that too, and like it gets freaking complicated.
You know you're getting down votes for this one.
No doubt. Also, it means I'm getting more views. I'm fine with that. Keep giving all the dislikes, guys. Just keep watching all the streams, complaining all the time. Not like secretly I'm profiting from your anger.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you got 14 subscribers now.
Guys, you should totally subscribe to my YouTube channel because it's awesome.
You started with 10 and then we gave you 4.
But yeah. The main reason why I originally started this was so that we had VODs of all our games, so we can watch them watch like actual logs of them, so we don't have to like write notes as often.
So in like 10 years or 5 years, if we're still playing together, we'd be like, God, we were terrible back then.
Yeah. By the way, how do I sound to you guys?
Gosh, you guys were actually better. How did you get this bad?
From my perspective right now. I don't know for sure how well the audio is doing right now, but I'm gonna have to adjust it next time we play, because right now the one who's actually doing the recording is the bot and not me.
But personally, how do I sound to you guys over the mic?
It's fine.
You sound fine. You sound like you got a decent mic.
Periodically is when there's like background noise, man.
Yeah.
Forget it.
All right, let's keep going. As you guys pass the statue and you guys reach your first corridor,
I give a thumbs up to Jimmy as he walks back, and we get back in line.
To your right, there does seem to be a statue recessed into the wall. With a proper investigation check, and I'll give one person a chance to succeed at this. You'll find that it is actually a passageway, and that statue.
If I grow wolf-like nostrils, can I get advantage on perception checks? Smell.
Not related to smell, so no.
All right, darn.
It's investigation.
Investigation, not perception.
Whoops.
Yeah, one shot at it, guys. Who wants to do it? Go for it.
Only one of us can.
Because it's like a secret door, but like the map clearly shows it's there. So I'll give you one shot to find it, and if not, we'll just keep moving.
Not me. Liberty Prime?
I'm good.
The 8 fails. Do you believe it to be a statue of another owlbear holding a key for some reason?
Well, the way I investigate it was walking up and banging it on my hand.
Okay. You smack it.
Remember, I am the most uncivilized one in the group. I'm not going to play like all fragile with things.
You go up to the statue and you smack it. The key falls from the statue, and Finnegan says, "Okay."
I'm going to pick up the key.
Finnegan looked at you and said, "Just lean it on the statue. I'll fix it later."
Then I put it back in the statue's hand.
The hand's broken.
The what?
The hand's broken.
I tapped on the chest. I broke the hand. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
Fine, I put it at the base of the statue.
All right.
Well, did it sound hollow?
Actually, it sounded pretty solid.
Okay.
It's a good, realistically, it's a good, 2 feet thick. So, there might be a hollow-esque along with it, but the door, it feels like you smacked a wall and that there's a room on the other side.
Is there supposed to be, and why did we stop here and put a key into its hand? I missed that part.
The key was already
there.
Yeah, we took the key.
Okay. Well, there's a key. Okay, so a key was in the hand, and there was I knocked on a statue to see if it was a real statue, and a key fell out of its hand. Was there anywhere that key goes?
It's up to you guys. If you want to stick around and keep trying, you can.
I'm going to perception check.
Was whether or not you realize right away. Go ahead. With a 21 perception check, you take a thorough look at the statue, and as far as you can tell, there is no keyhole.
All right.
Sorry about breaking your statue. Though, if we do need something moved, I can make a sledgehammer. My guy creates a sledgehammer in the side of his hand.
It's fine. That eventually he was probably going to have to tear it down anyway, as we make the rest of them into parts.
Well, you want me to tear it down while we're here?
Says
or
no.
we make too much noise. All right. He lets go of the hammer, it just dissipates.
You guys keep going. You pass another statue of werebear. Sorry, I keep saying werebear, owlbear. And then you arrive at the corner.
When we do run into one that actually looks like a werebear, you know I'm striking it with my hammer.
All right. As you arrive at the corner, there's something that seems to be in a small pile to your right. Does anyone want to check the dirty pile of stuff on the right?
I'll take a look.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take the torch and get a closer look at that over there.
Why?
Something smells odd, but we have a better sight than you. So if something jumps out, we're more likely to be able to shoot it from afar than you are. So we're going to send the person who's going to be the least useful in first. I don't need a deception check because that's legit.
Finnegan is laughing at this thing.
Dang it! I don't actually have an argument for that because my argument is like, wouldn't the people better able to see be able to react better? Is my argument?
Yeah, and if we're over here, we're not getting it. Do you want the person who can see what they're fighting be the first one hit, or the person who's going to be half useless anyway to get hit first? My guy boots you along.
Right. I go over to check this stupid pile with Jimmy.
Okay.
Okay, Jimmy's just gonna wrap himself up in his cloak and be all shadowy.
Okay.
This is Pickle and Cold Day.
Cole,
Yeah.
do your thing.
Perception.
Go ahead and describe what you're doing as you do.
I hope he
I'm
steps
just-
on a rock.
Nah, I'm just looking around, poking stuff with my spear.
I'll hug the left wall.
I'm just holding my
Whispers.
lantern.
Remember, if it's bear-like, use the dagger, and don't forget the oil.
I've got like this sneaking suspicion I'm in trouble. Like I don't know why, but I just think.
My guy creates a spear in his one hand and is at the
Okay.
ready to toss it if
Cole,
he sees anything.
as you poke the butt of your spear into the pile, roll a D1000.
Okay.
From the pile, a series of various insects and things begin to crawl out, and underneath you find
Slash.
until I'm gonna keep waiting for you to finish, but I'm gonna say it's Santa Claus. Probably isn't that.
Didn't we just see him last
71.
night?
Inside the pile, what you see. Damn, no, that's equally as weird. We'll take it. Inside the pile, what
Is
you
it
see,
Elvis?
It's a small child in rags asleep in the pile of dirt.
Oh. What the?
My guy can see in the dark. Does it look human?
It looks mostly human.
Mostly.
There
What do
is a
you-
tail present.
Humans have tails, don't we? I have a tail. I'm part
You're-
human.
No, you're half orc, half tiefling. So tiefling.
Well, there's some human in there somewhere.
Part human, part orc, part tiefling, part machine, part nanomachine, part
Demon.
demon, Green Lantern. I
You
know
don't
what
count.
else.
I'm going to go.
I know. I've literally wrote my character's race is genetically screwed. Okay.
I'm
Like,
going to
just-
reach
I'm
to
just
pick
waiting
up
for
the
day
baby.
when like you lose an arm and you grow tentacles.
That's going to be awesome.
What do you do?
How,
Oh, say again.
I reach to pick up the baby.
You reach up to pick up the baby.
How,
You pick up the baby. Yes.
like-
What is it?
how well fed does the baby look? Is
It
starving
looks
or is it-
okay for the most part.
All right.
Like you definitely question why it's here.
My
but it
guy's
looks
just
fine.
randomly going, don't touch it. If your scent gets on it, the parents might not take it back.
I'm just gonna look at him like,
I grew up in the wild. That's what you do. And you don't take animals pets.
I would like to bring up that's a myth, and your character knows it's not a real thing, but you can definitely say it just to mess with him.
I probably would anyway.
Good job. For anyone who's curious, that whole idea of like if you mess with bird eggs or mess with small animals, the parents won't take them back. They're not stupid enough to do that. Birds will still come back to her eggs. Animals
It depends on the breed of the animal.
Yes, some of them might, and that's not really regards to you. It might literally just be like these eggs are defective.
Can I see what race and or gender the baby is?
Roll me nature check.
Gross. Fucking pedophile.
Let's see, nature.
Also,
here we go.
Let's see. Chris, roll me D2. 1 is male, 2 is female.
Okay.
It is male.
Mm-hmm.
Does a poisoner?
You could tell because boys have tails. I mean, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Female Saiyans have tails too.
We don't know that.
Dragon Ball.
Yes, we do.
I'm talking about Dragon Ball.
That for sure.
Yeah, actually, there has been female Saiyans with tails. But no, in Dragon Ball, it's all guys have tails except for my grandfather. He was weird.
Well,
have you ever met any other guys? No.
Maybe they just keep them in their pants. Jimmy, you were saying? Go ahead.
Oh, in the Brawley movie, there's a female Saiyan. Also, with
visible tail, not just like sashed around them. Like as a
it's
belt.
like wrapped around the waist.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Though, like we can't say for sure that's a tail if all we see.
Well, they turn into apes too.
Okay, then yeah. All right, if they turn to apes, then I'll
because they have Goku's father and mother turning into apes because they're two of the only Saiyans that were known to be in control when they were in their ape form originally.
Okay. All right, then. I'll take that. I just don't remember his mother there. I remember his father from that movie, though. All right.
It was one of the backstory movies. But we're not talking about. We're not talking about him. Or I wasn't talking about Raleigh.
Okay. So, with your 11 nature check, you can't say for sure exactly what he is. But with the nature of the tail, you're thinking part man, part animal of some sort. Less demonic or angelic or stuff like that.
Well, it's not bear, because bears have small tails.
Yes. Their tails
but maybe he's a changeling of some kind. But now that I don't know why any changelings would be underground. Then again, I don't know why there's a werebear underground. This is weird.
Yeah, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I'm taking the little one with us.
We might find its parents down here. You do know people live down here, and you might have just abducted somebody's child.
Finnegan says, people do live down here. I'm still curious why the fact it's so close to my house.
Maybe they're scavengers.
And scavengers leave their children behind?
They're not usually very good parents.
I say we backtrack to Finnegan's house to leave the child there for relative safety.
Did we literally just say that Ray's parents just like forgot her somewhere and left?
Well, she was an orphan, remember?
Finnegan says, "Yeah, let's head back to my place. We can stick her in the bedroom for now."
Guys, we could baptize the baby and raise blood.
No.
My guy looks at you and goes, "I'm not really religious, man. I don't do well with the deities, except for him." And he pets the lion.
I'd be like, "Isn't that what you're supposed to put in the bottles?"
I don't know.
Cole's going to do
any of those.
I'm doing a religious check to check that.
God.
And remember that blood is flammable, and he's holding a torch.
You believe it, as far as you know. It may be.
My guy smacks both upside the head and says, "No, we are not putting some unknown person's biting some unknown person's child in flammable blood."
Agreed.
We're not that disturbed. Maybe.
Well, I'm not anyway.
No. Oh, you don't have blood yet, remember?
Oh yeah, we don't even have that yet.
Yeah, because it hasn't rained blood yet, so it just completely cut all that out.
Yeah, none of that happened. So you guys go back to Finnegan's place. She takes the baby. lays it out on her bed, like puts like pillows on both sides, like it doesn't roll around.
If we end
like,
up keeping this baby, it's going to confuse the crap out of our game. It's going to like
it
randomly
definitely
roll.
is.
The dwarf took it. Like Jimmy, you had the baby when our last game happened.
You know
because
what?
We didn't have it.
If you guys keep the baby, Jimmy would be the one who theoretically has it, and then shows up magically somewhere with the baby.
And we're all like, oh look, it's little, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh, guys, you
My
forgot
backpack.
about the baby. We named it. What is the name?
Rook. I don't know. We haven't come up with a name yet. Let's
Take
not
it.
jumping in the
We'll take
future.
it for
It
now.
hasn't-
You guys have to
Rook.
decide on a name, but you can call it Rook for now.
Yeah, but see you soon, Grandma.
Okay. So,
Yeah, okay?
baby looks fine.
Mhm.
Do we know
she
what
says, "I
type of
don't really
tail?
have
Okay,
a-
I'm gonna do a. What type of check should I do to figure out what type of
Nature
animal
check.
it is? Nature.
And then we gotta move on, guys. We're spending a lot of time staring at the baby. 18. It
Say, what you
resembles
doing?
small thin tail with a scruff at the end.
Say, what you doing?
You're thinking perhaps
What you watching, Mom?
pig, which seems a little weird,
Oh, boy,
but that's what you're thinking right now.
Could be
Uh,
werepig or some kind of boar creature.
Uh-huh.
Are there boar humans?
It's a Ganondorf.
I don't know. All right, let's go back.
Mom.
Let's go back. We make sure it's okay.
Mhm.
As you guys head out, Finnegan locks the door behind you and says,
Sugar daddy.
he should be fine. Let's go.
You don't have any alcohol,
That might be a big old
explosives, or speaker turned on maximum in
You
there, do
ain't
you?
ate that out for there, Mom?
She takes a moment and thinks, says, I don't think so.
All right, that'll be all right. True stories. True stories.
Yeah, you know Mama keep
Okay.
on saying.
You proceed back to where you were. What do you guys do?
We continue on. We're
Yeah.
looking around. We did. Was that a room or is that the way we were going?
The
Just
way we
remember
were
it.
going.
Remember, we're following him. She's our guide.
Finnegan leads
Like
you
I'm
down the
carrying
hallway.
her on my shoulder, and she's supposed to be pointing us in directions. I don't know why you keep asking me where we go.
All right,
My
you
GPS is supposed to be telling me, Tom, start working.
You're right back at the corner. Finnegan tells you that if we just head down this path, there should be
Uh-huh.
a passage
Are
at
you
the
good
far.
at that?
There are quite various doors as you proceed. Three on the left and one on the right. So unless you guys want to interact with them, we'll proceed to the
Mom
end.
said, shit, I'm full. I'm so full.
Anybody got a direction they prefer? My guy sets his spear up, and if it's a 1, we go right. If it's a 2, we go left.
Oh, okay. Who made that? Lamont? I know. I keep saying I make some chicken.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put it in manually. Darn it.
That's why you full and stuff.
Well, I've got a disguise kit, so there's probably a mirror in there we can use to peek under the doors.
Or you're a thief and you probably have a steel mirror anyway.
Okay, we go right. I think
Okay.
that's what I said.
That's sitting around
Okay.
eating
You
and
proceed to the right. The door itself does not seem to be locked, but you do see
Yeah,
visible
that's why
signs
you
of
gave it
scratches.
away.
Good as any, my guy.
Right. And then you got your
Does the door open easily? If it gives me any hint, I'm just going to kick it.
No, it seems to be fine.
Door opens up, and my guy kind of shoulder slug because he really wanted to hit something and goes forward.
As you proceed in, let's roll initiative.
All right.
I keep an eye
Dun,
on
dun, dun, dun.
the kid while.
The kid's in the block. We would have put the kid away.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Did you really want to bring the kid here?
No, I was not going to go for that, man.
I don't know why I missed the part where you put him away. I thought he still carrying him.
The robot is still thinking about a kid. No, that's Cole. Cole's
And the
thinking
kidney?
about the kid. Are these owlbears or werebears?
They seem to be owlbears.
And we're real owlbears, they're not werebears. So these aren't the things we're being sent to attack, right, my guy?
They are not.
Do you want us to kill him anyway?
Finnegan says that he's never been bothered by them before, so it's up to you. I don't know.
My guy
Are werewolves
speaks in
dangerous?
bear. My guy speaks in owlbear and says, "We
They
mean
speak
you
back
no
to you
harm.
in
Tell him I call him back, mama.
We mean you no harm."
Okay. Love you.
The owlbear says, "Whoo!"
I can speak animal.
I know, it still says who.
Jimmy says you.
Us, the group. Well, you guys don't understand animal, do you? No.
Okay. So, they look around amongst each other. Eventually, one of them walks up to you and says, "Who are you? And what are you doing?"
Well, if somebody's walking up to me, I got to do my intimidation check, and that my just natural intimidation. My guy says, "We are travelers sent down here on a mission. We have nothing to do with you. We'll be on our way, finish our business, and be out of here in no time."
He moves back to the rest of his party and proceeds to small conversation amongst themselves. They look back at you, and eventually the same one who spoke to you earlier walks back. He asks, "Why did you bring him here?"
Who's he
Actually,
pointing at?
you would say her, Finnegan.
Her boss or friend, its boss or friend or something sent us down here to deal with something that was attacking people, but she told us we were not to mess with you because you all have never harmed the dwarf.
Roll
That's what I
a
said.
small persuasion check.
But it's true.
Persuasion is the truth. Deception's a lie. Persuasion check.
I suck at that. No,
Apparently you don't.
Apparently
you're very
not.
good at it.
I'm
You
bad at
succeed.
deception, but I'm good at telling the truth.
He nods. Says, "All right." Tells the rest of the owlbears proceed to part way, and apparently there is no fight today.
Okay.
As you head in, it's clear that the owlbears have made.
How come the most violent member of the party is the one that keeps stopping us from entering conflict?
Don't know.
I'm fucking up, man. I am
Don't
fucking
know.
up big time. But still, it's like the only times I ever get to use my speak with animal. Besides when I'm playing with my cats.
As you make your way into the room, you find that there is a door to the left.
Oh yeah, and as we get away
As
from
you
the
wait to the
bears,
right,
I'm gonna
and
be
it goes
like,
Finnegan.
I'm gonna look over into the eyes of Finnegan and be like, they didn't really like you for some reason.
He says, "I don't know. I've only been here like a week. I didn't even see them until now."
They pointed at you with a claw and said, "Why did you bring her here?" Apparently, they know you're female too, so you're not a really
Finnegan
good at
climbs up
disguising
on
yourself.
higher up on your shoulders and was like sitting there with like your feet like a fetal position. Okay.
Mm.
He looks a
Yeah,
little
just kind of shrugs and
freaked
walks
out
on.
by the fact that bears know she's a girl, and the fact that she knew.
Huh?
No, we're good.
All right. My guy's just going to say that and shrug. He's like, it's not like he's actually probing. My guy just kind of blurts out what he thinks. My character's based around me. He has zero filters.
All right. Which direction would you like to go?
I thought we had a guide. I'll put down the spear again. Where are we at now?
It's telling you to go this way. It's up to you guys where you want to go.
We're going to go the way she's telling us to because we're here. We were sent here because she knows where we're going. So that's the only reason we brought her. I don't know that she's going to just want to fight.
You peer into the room. See, is an even larger statue of an owlbear.
No bears.
More owlbears. You guys can keep proceeding, or you can go.
Yep, gonna keep proceeding. Well, I'll tell them to do a quick survey of the room and send Cole and the other guys in, and I'll stand at attention. See if you can find anything.
I get the feeling we shouldn't mess with the owlbear statues in front of the owlbears.
7 perception check for the man who can't see in the dark. Very appropriate.
Yep.
Investigation.
Liberty Prime on a 12.
Remember,
On
Liberty
further
Prime can see
examination of
anything
the
magical.
owlbear, you almost think that the statue was made by owlbears. Mostly because it's not done. And the fact that it clear signs that it's still being worked on mean that whoever was working on it was here a moment ago, and the only things you're seeing around you are owlbears.
They
So
wouldn't be
I'm allowed to
very
think
happy
that
if they
it was
found
made by
out I broke
owlbears?
that one back there, would they?
And the owlbears are in the room with us, right? They're like right next to us.
No.
They are in the other room that you came from.
I'll tell Gene that to ask the air bears if they made all the statues. We come back.
Are there any close enough to me for me to bother? I'm not going to go out of my way to say stuff.
They're probably right next to you, man.
My guy's going to say, did you all carve these?
They look amongst each other and they say, the 2 legs made it.
Okay. Would this be a werebear?
Are you asking him that?
Yeah.
Shrugs your shoulders or scruffs his nose, whatever it is where he says that he doesn't know.
Are you all friendly with the 2 legs?
He says that Frank tried to eat him yesterday.
So you really don't care much about the 2 legs?
He shakes his head.
Okay. Do you know where the 2 legs is right now?
They point you in a different direction than the way you're currently heading. They tell you
All right.
to go back the way you came and head this to the large.
We're going to go that way right now. If I'm wrong, you can lead us back this way, but we're going to try something.
He's probably talking about the baby.
Could be talking about the baby's owner.
Just turns out the werebear's eating the baby right now.
Tearing him into like a stuffed animal duck on cooking.
Then my guy's going to, before we leave the area, my guy's going to go, have you seen the werebear? Or are we just, you basically just know your way around here, so you're here so we don't get lost?
Finnegan says, I mostly just know my way around.
All right, so as long as you're here, we won't get lost.
Yeah, I can definitely lead you out wherever we end up.
All right, we're going to walk this way because they're talking about 2 legs, and that's either got to be the owner of that child we just left in your bed or the werebear. So we'll get one thing figured out at one way or the other, or we'll just find a corpse. My guy just walks on, thinking nothing of it.
All right,
Hollers for everybody to follow. We're going to go the way they told me.
Okay. Yeah, 12 investigation. Okay, you're all good. Keep going.
Going this way.
All right. As you proceed down that path, for the most part, you find series of other doors. But other than that, you don't see anything unless you stop into one of them.
Every door, my character's going to stop and just take a quick peek around and listen and sniff and see if he can sense anything.
They look to be
See if my shield's got any feelings and randomly chatting up my weapon.
You know, if this was a group of owl tigers and tiger were tigers, then your shield would never shut up. But no, it's kind of quiet right now.
Yeah, but it would at least be like giving me a sense of urgency if it felt that something was going to attack us. It's got primal senses, man.
If you peer into the room, you find that there is a large section of the floor which has collapsed into nothingness. That's all this.
Huh.
There does seem to be something across the way, which seems to be at the moment a door that you cannot see inside of it. Look around, you do see there are signs that someone has been here. Footprints, leftover campfire stuff. Nothing else. What do you do?
What type of footprints are these and where do they go?
They are clawed, and they seem to be filling the area.
Are they 2 legs or are they 4-legged?
They are 2 legs. All the paths seem to go from here to here. I'm gonna draw that out for you.
How far is that thing? The gorge.
Let's go with 40 feet.
Is the door open or
How
closed?
far
on the
can
other
you
side?
jump?
Closed.
How far can you jump, Cole? Hold on. Do you think you can make it across there?
I'm not sure.
My guy's going to hand you a rope. Is there any place for him to tie it?
Oh, jeez. No.
No. Listen. Shut up. Let me talk to Jack a moment. Jack, is
Is
there any
a
place
pillar.
for him to tie a rope?
There are.
And my guy's going to tie a rope, and he's
it.
going to jump across and glide over here.
Oh.
Definitely try. Roll me athletics check.
Okay, Jimmy's gonna put his hand out and stop you and be like, "Okay, is that
grow
door made of
wings.
wood?
Say
What?
again?
Is the door made of wood on the other side?"
I think the door is made of wood on the other side.
Okay, I think I can just tie one of my daggers to the rope and impale it through that door.
But will we be able to climb across through the dagger? Would it be a good enough anchor?
It should be able to if it goes all the way through.
All right,
Yeah.
you can go test first.
Yeah, but
My guy
what if the
shrugs.
door gives way?
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know.
But then we'll see. That's why we tie the rope at this end to a column or something.
And my guy set the boy down before he grew his wings. So he's just like flapping his wing, watching the dwarf scratching his head.
Finnegan says, "You guys are funny."
Well, I know I can jump 30 feet. So if I've got wings to keep me
You need
gliding, I'm
athletics to
pretty
get
sure
you
I
the
can.
rest of the way.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I can grow wings and glide, so maybe that can get me the rest of the way, I'm thinking.
Jimmy, throw your knife. It's a roll to hit. DC 12.
It's a D12?
AC 12. Roll to hit with your dagger.
Oh, okay.
Missed. And your dagger falls down the pit.
Okay, I'm going to pull it back up by the rope.
As the dagger clangs against the bottom side of the pit, you hear a voice come down from below you saying, "Hello? Is anyone up there?"
It depends. Who are you?
From the bottom of the pit?
From down below.
My guy speaks in owlbear. Maybe.
You hear from down there saying, "Watch out, I think I hear some owlbears."
Yeah.
Okay, I can light the bottom of the pit up, but I only have an alchemist fire flask, so...
One moment. Let's see what spells I got. Do I have anything I can use?
Finnegan says, "Why don't you just use the lantern at the end of the stick?"
Yeah.
I don't get to use my magic often. My guy looks all My guy looks all distraught and lets them do what they're going to do.
Okay, Jimmy's throwing another dagger across with the rope.
You critically succeed. All right. There's a clear path, which is the rope that will get you across. Mind you, there's no guarantee the rope will hold, or the door, the dagger, or anything.
Well, didn't the noise come from down there?
Yeah.
Do we want to figure out who's down there first, or we want to go across first? Dwarf can go over there because he's the stealthiest. And Cole, tie your lantern to your rope and fish it down so we can see what's down there. Wake up, Cole.
I do that.
My
Again.
guy shakes you.
Again, I
Damn
said
it.
I did that. I'm just trying to mitigate all the background noise.
Okay.
Okay.
My guy's not very patient. It's going to be one of his flaws.
Yeah, so
You
I'm
begin
going to
lowering
throw
the lantern
another
down the side.
dagger.
Hold on, guys. 1 sec.
Go right ahead, man.
I think we should throw another dagger rope down, like up and over. That way we have a thing. And we'll put a lantern on top of it or something.
I don't really get where you're going with that.
Did you see the drawing?
Oh, I'll take a look
We
at it.
can't see your drawing.
What? Really?
It's not
All right,
showing
I'm
up for
down.
your screen. It's only showing up for you.
It's like orange and down a bit.
We don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one on the way on the bottom?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Scroll down, Jake.